exposing the harsh reality of women's safety in the modern world. Dr. Anjali Gupta, a dedicated young doctor, was brutally murdered during her night shift. She was only 31. Her life, full of promise, was cut short in a horrific act of violence. The incident sent shockwaves across India. It happened at R.G. Kar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata. Dr. Gupta's body was found in a lecture hall. The injuries on her body told a gruesome story. Anjali was more than just a doctor. She was a daughter, a friend, a colleague. Her family was devastated. They grappled with unimaginable grief and loss. Colleagues remembered her dedication to her patients. They spoke of her warmth and compassion. The autopsy report confirmed the worst. Dr. Gupta had been sexually assaulted and tortured. The brutality of the crime sparked outrage and fear across the nation. Women, in particular, felt a chill run down their spines. If a doctor working in a hospital could be so vulnerable, was anyone safe? Around the world, women face abuse in various forms. In this new era of feminism, addressing these issues is more crucial than ever. A wave of anger protests erupt across India. The news of Dr. Gupta's murder spread like wildfire. Protests erupted across India. People from all walks of life took to the streets. They demanded justice for Dr. Gupta. They demanded an end to violence against women. Medical professionals, deeply shaken by the tragedy, were at the forefront of the protests. They organized marches and demonstrations. Hospitals came to a standstill as doctors and nurses joined the outcry. They demanded safer working conditions. They wanted assurances that their safety would be protected. The protests were a reflection of the deep-seated anger and fear that gripped the nation. Women shared their own stories of harassment and abuse. The protests became a platform for their voices to be heard. Justice demanded, government response, and legal action. Under immense pressure, the government responded to the outcry. The Supreme Court took notice of the case. They ordered the formation of a national task force. This task force would focus on the safety of healthcare workers. Their mandate was clear: to investigate the current state of security in hospitals and propose concrete measures to improve it. The West Bengal State Assembly, where the crime took place, also took action. They passed a new law to strengthen punishments for rape convicts. The message was clear: violence against women would not be tolerated. The police investigation led to the arrest of Sanjoy Roy, a volunteer police officer. He was charged with the rape and murder of Dr. Gupta. However, the victim's family believes that more people were involved. They allege that it was a case of gang rape. The case is now under federal investigation to uncover the full truth. Section 4. Echoes of the Past. Parallels to the 2012 Delhi gang rape. The brutal murder of Dr. Anjali Gupta brought back chilling memories of the 2012 Delhi gang rape case. That horrific incident had shaken the conscience of the nation and brought global attention to the issue of sexual violence in India. Both cases exposed the deeply rooted problem of gender-based violence that plagues Indian society. They highlighted the vulnerability of women in India. The parallels were impossible to ignore. Once again, the nation was forced to confront the ugly reality of violence against women. Section 5. A call for change, addressing the root causes of violence against women. The tragic death of Dr. Anjali Gupta served as a wake-up call. It reignited the debate on women's safety in India. People demanded more than just stricter laws and better law enforcement. They demanded a change in societal attitudes towards women. There was a growing recognition that the issue ran deeper. Patriarchal norms, deeply ingrained in society, needed to be challenged. Gender inequality, often manifested in subtle and insidious ways, needed to be addressed. The call for change resonated across the country. People from all walks of life joined the movement. They demanded a safer India for women, an India where women could live with dignity, respect, and freedom from fear.